Okay, we're going to try our next video lesson here, and I've got a microphone right up to my voice now, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me a little bit better, and hopefully I'm not just screaming at all of you. And if I am, Shannon, listen up. Okay, um, so today we're going to talk about resolutions of a vector. But first I want to just clarify something that we've been doing the last couple of days. You look at the picture that you see now, and this is actually the actual picture, okay? Like if we were actually looking at it, you see the boat there and you see two ropes being pulled. I could call the ropes vectors, even though technically they're not vectors. So you see I've got vector u here and vector v, but I'm not actually drawing those u and v's with arrows on them or anything like that. I just have the actual ropes. We know that the tension in those ropes is maybe not the same length of those vector or those u vectors there. So if I actually was figuring out what the tension was, we would have some vector that would go, maybe that far, depending on how heavy this, tugboat is going or something like that. And we have another one over here that could be the same length or longer, or really the vector itself could actually be longer than the rope. But the point is, you could also describe this blue vector as a portion of the u vector. Let's call it ku. It could be like half the size, a third the size, or it could be twice as long as u. But it's just some portion of the vector that's in the u direction. And this other blue vector then could be something like LV. And depending on how long that is, this one is actually probably a little bit shorter, and this one might be a little bit shorter, so that when I actually added these together, it would get us the resultant. Okay, let's call the resultant here R. Well, these two vectors, this vector KU and LV, are called vector components. They are the scalar multiples of the u vectors and v vectors that will result in the resultant that's there. Okay, so you're taking a portion of the thing that we've called u, which is rope u. We've taken that ku, a portion of it, a component of it, and the same thing for v. Added them together, and we get the resultant. Ku and LV are called vector components of, sorry, not W, R. They are the components of U and V that when added together get you vector R.